Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects. Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Alright, and so we begin Dead Secret. So we are a journalist. Oh, and that's us. Hello there. So we're a journalist. We are covering a murder story, and spoiler alert, a lot of reading. So let's begin with this. An old piano, it's blocking the way. They sure aren't wasting any time setting off Bullard's stuff. Reclusive proof found dead in home. Harris Boullard, a retired college teacher, was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for Boullard running odd jobs. A police investigation was concluded that Boullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Boullard moved into his home on Rampo Way several years ago, but was rarely seen about town. He has a private and reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Boullard raised eyebrows last year when a former student, a pretty young woman named Josie Herrera, moved in with him. Boulard's will, written in 1957, leaves his entire estate to his ex-wife Cynthia Peckman. Peckman will reportedly sell the house, its contents, immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline, said Graham Wellington, a former colleague. The field of neuroscience is considerably poorer without him. Harris Boullard, retired closed, found dead in his study. Police ruled death natural. Bobby Sawyer ran errands for Boullard, found the body. Josie Herrera, Bullard's live-in assistant. Cynthia Peckman, ex-wife, inheritor of Bullard's estate. Graham Wellington, former colleague of Boullard. A small parcel tied tightly with twine. I can't open it with my bare hands. Alright. In and out. Easy. Just have to find some evidence and get out of here. This story is going to get me out of this backwater town. It's a small key. A small key. Investigate the crime scene. This drawer is missing in its knob. I can't open it. I can't leave yet. There's a story here, I know it. Wait, this isn't the crime scene. I need to investigate the study. The small key unlocked the door. It's only September, but today is cold and dark. Fall is here, I guess. It is indeed September. Those books are by the same author, Lafcadio Hearn. It looks like one is missing. Dictionaries and language reference. It looks like a lot of these books aren't even in English. The Snow Woman, adapted from an original translation by Lafcadio Hearn. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. Began to snow. It began to snow heavily, and unable to make it back home, they decided to pass the night in a small hut. In the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that the door had blown open. A tall woman with long hair and a white kimono was leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. When she saw that the son was awake, she said, "You are a handsome young man, so I will let you live. But if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit." In the morning, the young man found his father frozen and dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke of the episode. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and were happy. But the night of his father's death still weighed heavily on his mind. One night, after having a bit too much to drink, the man told his wife about his encounter with the snowman. Snow Woman. She was furious. "You promised not to tell," she screamed, and before his eyes she became the tall woman with long black hair and a white kimono. "If it were not for you, for our children, I would end your life here and now. I will spare you for their sake. But if anything ever happens to them, you shall pay the price." And with that, she melted into the wind and was gone. The Snow Woman. Just a regular lamp. I've never seen a map laid out like this. There is a spot marked with an X on it. Looks like Japan. There is an X indicated on the map. Why mark such a beautiful map? I think the X is over Japan. Issues of the Journal of Physiology and a bunch of medical books with names I can't pronounce. One of them appears to be missing. It's a clay stereo with a weird face. A quantitative description of membranes, current and its application to conduction and excitation in nerve by Hodgkin and Huxley. No dial tone. It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads North. Something's typed out here, but the paper is so far into the feeder that I can't pull it out. I think this is called a banker's lamp. Joe, something is after me. It's creeping around the house, trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the ideofocal lenses from their normal location and hidden them in my study. I've sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marked the spot. Harris. P.S. The sequence is west, east, north. Boullard hid something in this room? Very suspicious. This will be a great hook for my opening paragraph. What's this? It looks like a tiny camera lens. A pair of scissors. I can use this to open the package in the other room. Harris Boullard, I am woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. What's this? Who is woodcutter? It's written Boullard. It's a weird looking mask. I think I've seen masks like this before. Maybe they are Japanese? It kind of feels like they are looking at me. What did they see in this room? These masks make me uncomfortable. Quantum mechanics and functional analysis, not exactly light reading. Boullard had some pretty advanced degrees. This one is from the University of Chicago, 1935. Boy, I'd love to visit Chicago. This door is locked from the other side. There is no keyhole. One of Boulard's diplomas. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. This room is a regular library. Some of these volumes look ancient. It's all covered in dust. It's another lens. I found 2 of them now. It's a record player. There's no record inside. The record player is empty. It's a picture of a woman. She's wearing a white kimono and standing in the snow. The snow woman? Just a regular lamp. Whoa! There's a page from a manuscript here. The man who could see with his skin. In 1926, I met a man who could see with his skin. His eyes were sealed with wax and bandaged, yet he remained aware of the room around him. We held up signs, which he read, and fingers, which he counted, even when he stood behind him. After the performance, I gave him $200. I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed to the air. He described it as a shift in the wind, or a slight breeze on his face, the supple motion of the hair on his arm. After years of focus and practice, he had developed the ability to form a mental image of his surroundings based only on these slight sensations. This man had achieved a form of ideal focus. Granted, he only had access to a very narrow range of sensory information, but the result was powerful. I immediately resolved to discover the secret of his ability. Now, almost 4 decades later, I am very close. There's a newspaper clipping here. It reads, "Eyeless Joe, found dead in hotel." Weird. This is where Bobby Sawyer found Bullard's body. He'd been dead for a couple of days though. We have an X here, so X marks the spot. It's a small box. Let's get a better look at it on the desk. Oh, we have a code. One of the buttons is missing. We have a code. West, east, north. Whoa. But we have no north. West, east, no. North. North. Let's go open the package. Whoa. Yeah, we already know that. It's an old book. It says Quaden on the cover, whatever that means. The author is Lafcadio Hearn. Can't lift this stuff with one arm, even using the hand truck. Yeah, the poor girl, the broken arm. We will get through it, even with a broken arm. I thought it was broken. Yes. Oh, doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. Yep, it was. Okay, let's put the book back in place and see what happens. I can push the book all the way back. Feels like it's hitting something. Wait, there is something jammed way back there. It's a flat triangular wedge. There is some sort of foreign writing on it. Wooden wedge. Great. Ah. And north is this one. This is north. Yeah, we can see the upper part of the box here. So the code will have to be this. Another mask. I see. The lenses fit into the mask's eye sockets. It's like a weird pair of goggles. Yeah, Google is something else. Mask. What? Who was that? Is there something more in this painting? There was a page taped to the back. Yossi, if you are reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, you're the only person who can save our research. The truth is that I'm being threatened. It started before I left the college. I get notes every few months from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. What he wants is access to our research. He wants me to turn over the plans for the lunar dream apparatus. Yossi, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately... what? Yeah, blackmail by Woodcutter. Woodcutter, primary suspect. Josie, ordered by Boullard to destroy the research and split. I knew there was more to this story. Whatever Boullard was mixed up in, I bet there is evidence in that safe. Who is Woodcutter? Open the safe upstairs. Which safe? The safe. We haven't been upstairs. My hunch was right. Bouillard's death is definitely fishy. Better stop and review my notes. Harris Bouillard's body was found by Celia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer, Josie Herrera, Graham Wellington. Ew. It was a kid. I think it was Bobby Sawyer. That's it. Bobby ran all the ops for Boullard. Could he have done it? He certainly had the opportunity. Boullard was scared. He worried about losing... Boullard was scared. He worried about losing his mind, his secret research, his money, his friend, his home. No, his research. That's it. Blackmail. I knew this would be a scoop. Somebody wanted Bullard's research. He must have been killed for it. Boullard was being blackmailed by the Snow Woman? Of course not. Lafcadio Hearn? That's a writer. Woodcutter. What is that supposed to mean? This is the kind of juicy detail I came here to find. Okay. To tell this story I need some real evidence. Let's go check out that safe upstairs. Hey you. Left or right? Let's go left. What do we have here? What do we have here? Cliché. Dear Diary, today is an anniversary. It was 5 years ago today that I found Dad's name on an old research paper at the University of Chicago. He had written it in 1933, 8 years before I was born. I didn't know he had gone to college. I had never really thought about his life. He was just a name on my birth certificate. Dad ran out on Mama after the war. He had gone off to fight and just never came back. When he stopped writing, Mama thought he'd been killed. I remember her crying at the kitchen table. The war? Why? What? Josie came to Kansas to look for her father. What's with the story? What's with the mask? Oh! Okay, it looks like we need to check everything with the mask. Aha! I found something. Bobby, here is your latest chapter, all typed up. I think this story is becoming very interesting, and I'm sure you can get it published. I hope you don't mind, but I made a few edits and inserted a few details here and there. I'm looking forward to your next chapter. Joe. Bobby? The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer? The kid? The man had been dead for hours when they found him. He had crawled halfway up Sarah Johnson's porch steps before coming to rest just outside the door, his feet dangling off the edge like spaghetti that somebody had cooked too long. Old Sarah just about keeled over when she saw him. The man was inked. Weird lines criss-crossed every inch of his skin, like Indian war paint. Even his eyelids were marked. The tattoos made him look like some African shaman out of National Geographic, except that he was white and was wearing work overalls 2 sizes too big. Jimmy, the only cop on duty at 6 in the morning, thought maybe the man had escaped from a chain gang. Jimmy was never the sharpest tool in the shed. Detective Henderson, though, thought he's as smart as a whip. He had photos taken by the body, all naked and everything. He put the pictures up on his wall at a little station in the middle of the town and started moving them around, turning them this way and that until the tattoo edges started to line up. Took him 3 days, but he put it together just like a jigsaw puzzle until the thick lines all connected to the thin lines and the overall shape became clear. Would you believe it? It was a map. When the coroner cut the man open, he found his insides were all twisted into the same map. And when they sawed into the man's bone, they found the map there too, etched into the marrow like rings on a tree stump. Well, that's how we first found our way to the cave. Aspiring fiction writer. And Josie was helping Bobby with his writing. Wow. Must be Josie Herrera's room. Not much of interest. Hero says helicopter may win Vietnam War. Da Nang, South Vietnam A Medal of Honor winner from Kansas say today the helicopter may win the war in South Vietnam. Marine match. Douglas Bickham Thompson, 39, of Fortuna, won the nation's highest military award during the World War II. Manning a bazooka in Iwo Jima. Mayor Thompson is attached to the Marine Helicopter Squadron operating along the coast and northern border of South Vietnam. Thompson's father lives in Wichita, Kansas. As a leatherneck, Thompson destroyed 16 Japanese strong points and killed 75 Japanese on Iwo Jima in 1945. He is the only Medal of Honor winner currently serving in Vietnam. The most effective weapon the Viet Cong uses is terror. The big pipe smoking, Marine said. The most effective one against them is the helicopter. What a nonsense. What's this?
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Boullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it, the chance I've been waiting for.
What with the hand? Okay. Something's holding the lid closed. There's a small dial mounted on the front. Okay. This window is painted shut. We have no reflection. We already saw the devil on the chest. The fireplace is full of logs. A pile of wood for the fireplace. It's a plate with a circular dial. We needed that. Boullard must have enjoyed reading in front of a fire. Someone knocked over this lamp. No useful evidence here, just boxes of clothes. Of clothes. No, yes. That. Boulard's bed. Everything is boxed up and ready to move out. The bedside table has been emptied already. This room is like a tomb. The air is so still I can barely breathe. Daily log. We did a test run of the ideofocal lenses today. At first we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they are working better than we had anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information, what we are seeing is subconscious memory. The lenses are distorted in response to visual stimuli that the wearer had some knowledge of. They see what my conscious mind cannot. Josie proposed that we are really doing. Josie proposed that what we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams are, after all, a form of ideofocus, a time when the subconscious come forward and show us the truth that we might not otherwise recognize. What we are striving for is an unrestricted access to dream thought. As a controlled mnemonic, the mask works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands. Subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to the subject. We will need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalize, providing the wearer with some degree of cognitive protection. A permanent augmentation will require a much larger apparatus. We will need some other kind of focused mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of dreams. Information is what? We will need some other kind of focused mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of dream information it will receive. Something large and ubiquitous. The moon, perhaps. What the hell is with those? The lenses in this weird masked dream thought? The moon? It's getting really strange. Oh! Here's the safe, but it's locked. Find the safe combination. Harris Boullard, I am woodcutter. I know your secret. James Lowry sends his regards. This woodcutter character is my prime suspect. I bet his blackmail scheme went south, so he killed Boullard. The wardrobe has been packed up. They really wasted no time in cleaning this place out. There are pieces of a torn up photo here. It's an old photo of two men on a ship. Wait, we have a date. Wow, come on. Oh! It's looking at us. Everything in the drawers has been packed up already. Alright, we're done here. Ah, like Assassin's Creed, kind of puzzle, but easier. Open up. What's this? A small wooden knob. That's convenient. Looks like Yossi's stuff. Linens? Books? Okay. Now the demon is not there. What? What's that? Oh, I don't know, but let's go. Yeah. Window. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Are we? Oh! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh! Dead end. What's with... Wow. Ending D. Great. Let's continue. So we cannot run out through the window. Whoa! So we can hide. There he is. Oh. Dead end. Very dead end. Continue, of course. Okay, we cannot hide. Maybe under the bed, or maybe here. Run! Oh. Go away, please. Go away. No, 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 no. No! What? Okay, we are running out of options. Let's hide here. I don't think it's a good idea. What the hell? What kind of hiding place is this? Yep, we're done. Very done. Okay, we have much options. Okay, bed. Come on. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Hit him! Do something! I think it was our last option. We tried everything before we tried that damn window. Shit. Where are we now? What is this place? Nope, no, no, no. Wrong, 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 wrong. This looks familiar. Am I going in circles? Yep, probably. No, that was wrong. We don't want to go that way. We want to go this way. Nope. We want to go this way. Now this way. What is going on here? I don't understand. Look like a fridge or something. Oh, that's the demon. We have no menu now. We have no option but to go to the demon. Good night. How are you? Can I go? Can I go in? I must have hit my head. That's the window. The man in the raincoat. Was that woodcutter? I'm not leaving until I figure out what's going on. Leave. Chapter 4. The subconscious mind. The human brain is, at some level, not unlikely the pot that produces my coffee every morning. The water I pour into it is infused with the qualities of the roasted bean. The grounds themselves do not pass through the filter, but the liquid that collects the coffee is no longer simply water. It has been permanently altered. Every part of my body is a sensitive instrument. My skin, my eyes, my muscles, my tongue. If I am a coffee pot, this stream of psychological information is the water, and my conscious mind is the coffee in the coffee. Coffee. And the sieve, the filter that makes the drink palatable, is the subconscious mind. Who even wrote this?
Bill told me to cover Bullard's death, but he's just looking for gossip about the young assistant. But I took it seriously, did the research, followed every lead, like a real journalist would. It paid off. I found something everybody else missed. A note, a half-thought, scribbled in the margins of the coroner's draft report. It read, "Hypothermia in summer?"
Okay, so that was about the first hour of Death Secret. It looks promising. It looks okay. It's a decent game, and I will continue tomorrow. So if you're watching, thanks a lot for that. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye.